Morning, good morning. Give me about a few more minutes, okay? I'm gonna set everything up here this morning, and we're gonna have some fun. Okay, we are going to have some good comparison this morning. So hold on one second. I hope you guys are having a wonderful morning, everybody. Let's see here. I hope you guys are staying warm. It's a little chilly out this morning in Tucson. It's about 37 degrees. All right, let's get going here. So let's get going. Hello and welcome back. If you're just joining me, my name is Hun. My channel is all about making better coffee at home. So this morning is gonna be really fun. Okay, I can't wait to share with this video with you guys. So this morning, I'm going to compare Pro versus Barista Express. So here's what I did. Okay, so I did actually make a little chart. So I'm going to do the comparison between Pro. I'm going to talk about the styles and functions. Talk about the build quality. Easeability is a big one. Talk about the grinder. Talk about the steaming power and next coffee quality. And next thing is the price. Okay, so as of this morning, Pro is around $800 and $700 for the Barista Express. And then I added is called Other. Okay, so this is kind of like Other. That's something I have to decide what that is later on, but I mean, this is all certain. So let's go over that one by one. Okay, it's gonna be fun. So comes to, you know what, let's talk about the style and functions. So Barista Pro comes with 7 different styles, and the Barista Express comes with only 2. So if you are looking for like something slick design or something different or fun color, I think I definitely go with Barista Pro. Okay, I'm gonna check mark there. So Barista Pro for the comes to style and functionality is so much more than Barista Express. Comes to, obviously, we're going to talk about the grinder later, but comes to functionality, everything is done by menu button here. I mean, before we have to go through like different combination of buttons with a flush and descale. Now is everything done by this scroll, okay, this dial, okay, and then so easy. Change the program mode, even temperature. And you can actually set the temperature if you want to go like +2. Go up to the +2, +4. And that's it. So, you know, let's set a +2 for today. Okay, with Barista Express, there is no display or there's no dial. Everything is done by the buttons. So if you want to change temperature, Actually, I wonder I can do it in one hand. Okay, so you have to press program and the power button. So now we are default. If you don't go +2. So now we are at +2. So it does the same thing, but it's a lot easier for Barista Pro. And same as the descaling as well. If you want to do descale, you have to hold down the single and double cup and turn on the power so you can get in the descale. The cleaning mode, the backflush mode. So you got to do that manually by buttons. So this can be a little tricky, but again, the Pro is a lot easier as well. So again, I think definitely style and functionality goes to the Barista Pro. And then let's talk about the usability. How easy to use that machine. Comes to usability, and both really easy, but if you're in a hurry, the Barista Pro get ready to brew in about 3 to 4 seconds. Now you hear that, now it's ready to go. With Barista Express, so this morning, I'm gonna shut it up. If you turn it back on now, turn it on. The reason why it turned on so fast, because it's been warmed up for the last half an hour, okay? But this morning I turn on the Barista Express. Took me about 38 seconds to start the machine because the thermal block has to bring up the temperature so ready to brew. So it took about 38 seconds. Barista Pro, 3 to 5 seconds. So again, there's no comparison there either. Okay. So far usability and functionality and some style, that all goes to Barista Pro. Okay, let's check mark there as well. Okay. Let's talk about the beer quality. I mean, they're both fantastic, okay? I mean, they're all same plastic on the top. Okay, stainless steel on the bottom. Okay. What else? I mean, they're great. Comes to home coffee machine, very thick. Yeah, I mean, comes to beer quality, they're fantastic. So for that, I'm gonna go both check mark on Pro and Express. Comes to grinder setting, okay, obviously we already know the grinder for Barista Pro go up to 30 different settings compared to 18 on this one, the 16 on this one, 16 on Barista Express. So I guess I have to give grinder to Barista Pro as well. Okay. So far Barista Express is not doing good. Okay, doing well here. So, okay. Comes to steaming. I think I have to give, you know what, let's show you, okay? Let's find out how long it's gonna take. And then later I'm gonna make 2 drinks for each drink. So let's take a look at the steaming. How fast the steam is ready to go on this one. So I'm gonna start the time. Okay. About 5 seconds. Yep, I mean, actually pretty good. Okay, steaming is really good, I have to say. So it's about 5 seconds to start the steaming power. Let's take a look at the Barista Express. Hold on. There we go. Let's look at Barista Express. So I'm going to start the timer. Here we go. I'm at 5 seconds already into it. Okay, we got still going. We got almost 20 seconds into it. Now it's kicking. Here comes the steaming power. I definitely give once your steam is going, it seems like about the same, but I mean overall the steaming is definitely goes to Barista Pro as well. Okay. All right, it does not look good so far for Barista Express, okay? Because do you guys remember last, during the holidays, and if you guys ask me, Hun, do you prefer Pro versus Barista Express? At the time, maybe for the price difference, I think I recommend you guys go with the Barista Express. But so far, I mean, Pro is better. I don't want to say a better machine, but it's kind of like a lot easier to use. But you know what? So here's what we're gonna do. So here's the big one. I'm going to take 2 shots. Okay, I'm going to take a shot from the Pro and Barista Express. I'm going to be using bottomless portafilter. So I'm going to use a bottomless portafilter that you guys are going to see the pressure. Okay, because we know Barista Express has around 13 bar pressure, and then Barista Pro, they claim to be they are using the 9 bar pressure. So we are going to find out, you know, I mean, this is great thing about the using bottomless portafilter. We are going to see the flow of the shot as well. And then we are going to use, you know, let's use about 19 gram, okay? Around 19 gram of coffee beans. Because they recommend, I saw the manual, they say between 19 and 21 gram there. With the Barista Express, between 17 and 20, but I have a filter basket for 20 grams. So I'm using the filter basket from, actually this is an IMS of precision basket. So we are going to see the kind of like the flow of the shot, okay? All right, so let's get going. So one more thing, I'm going to be using a built-in grinder I'm going to use both probably the Pro grinder, okay? So I want to be consistent. So let's use the Pro grinder for the both test, because the grinder pretty much identical anyway. Actually, they're exactly the same. The burst sets are the identical. So let's get going. I already measured out about 19.5 gram here. So hopefully we're gonna get about 19 gram out. Okay. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna heat up my portafilter before, okay? Okay, I'm just gonna heat it up here nicely. All right. So I'm just gonna, okay, so here I go. So this time I want to be precise. So I'm going to be using the dosing cup this time. I'm going to measure out. I usually use the dosing funnel, but today I'm going to use a dosing cup. Comes the grinder size, I'm using 15. Okay, so I got 19.5 gram in, I got 19.2 gram out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to discard 2 grams. So I want to be precise today. So I'm gonna be using both 19 gram. Okay, here we go. All right, so this is a shot from Pro. And then what I'm gonna, let's see here. I'm gonna be using the same distribution tool, okay? So let's be consistent. Okay, here we go. I'm just gonna distribute. I'm just gonna use the temper, just give you a good firm press. Okay, looks pretty good to me so far. You know what? I think I'm gonna do 5-second pre-infusion. Okay, so I'm gonna be doing in manual mode as well. I'm gonna be doing a 5-second pre-infusion. I'm going to start the time when I start the button. So let's do 5-second infusion. Okay, so here we go. So this is, hopefully I can show you guys properly here, the bottom view. Okay. Okay, here we go. I'm going to start timing when I start the button. I'm going to do 5-second pre-infusion. Looks really good. There's no channeling. A little bit of channeling on the back, but that's not too bad. I'm shooting for 38 gram to 40 gram. Here we go. 30 seconds. So this is excellent shot. Okay. I see a little bit of channeling there on the back, but not a big deal. So overall, this is really good. Okay, they're fantastic. You know, let's try anyway. Okay, let's try this. So this one, this one I got from Good Brothers Coffee. So has a nutmeg in it, a little bit of spice. Cheers. Okay, nutmeg and spice. Okay, it's good. Okay, not too bad. So I set it temperature-wise +2, so we are good. Okay, so next one we're gonna do Barista Express. So as you guys saw, the flow was pretty nice and even. Okay, so I'm gonna be using same thing as well, 18 gram. Okay, I'm just gonna flush out from this side. Meantime, I'm gonna grind some coffee beans. I'm really anxious to see the flow of this shot here because I'm first time in trying this. Okay, so I got, this one is 20 gram right now, so I'm just gonna toss out another gram. I want to be 19, just like one before here. Hold on a second. 19. Almost there, guys. I know this is tedious, but because I want to compare apple to apple here. Good. Okay. Okay, here I'm just gonna clean up one more time. I'm gonna heat up one more time. Okay. All right. So here we go. gonna nice and easy distribute. I'm gonna do the same pressure as the one before. Okay. All right. Again, I mean, looks pretty good as well. Okay, so I'm gonna do the exactly like one before. I'm gonna do the 5-second pre-infusion, and then we're gonna go shoot for around 40 gram. Yeah, between 30 and 40. That's what they look like. All right. Look like my wife just walked in, so okay. Here we go, guys. I think this is it. Okay. I think this is going to tell us which machine is pretty much the better. I mean, comes to shot quality. Again, 5-second pre-infusion. Here we go. I mean, they're both really good, okay? They give a thick crema there. Looks fantastic. Comes the bar pressure about 1 o'clock or so. Yeah, I mean, shot looks amazing. Yeah, the shot looks good. Okay, let's try that shot. I mean, it seems a lot slow on this one for some reason. Okay. Because that one takes about 47 seconds, I think. Yeah, 47 seconds. Cheers. Okay. Identical grinder setting. Okay, let me try this one. About the same taste. So, comes to shot quality. Man, I think I have to give both check mark here. Okay. Hold on. So it comes the coffee quality. I think it's about the same. I think I thought it's gonna be better pressure with Pro, but you know what? It wasn't that bad. Okay. I mean, as you guys saw the shot there, yeah, it wasn't. I think I'm gonna have to give both. Yeah, Pro and Express. Okay, so the reason why I put the other on it, I'm gonna explain to you why. Because, I mean, some things I really love about Barista Pro, okay? But something I really like about Barista Express is the warming tray. So right now, this is my warm, here, tell you what. I'm going to check the temperature. So with the Barista Pro, it's about 92 degree, okay, on the top. With the Barista Express, 120 degree on the top, okay. So it's really actually does the job, actual warms, and also Group A is also nice and warm as well, okay. Compared to Barista Pro, it doesn't get warmed up. The reason is they're using the thermal jet. Okay, so what thermal jet does is kind of like on the fly, give you a really, really hot. So, but that does, which means you don't have to heat up the top or Group A either. Only way to heat up your Group A, you have to flush it. You have to do about 3 or 4 blind shots so you can heat up your portafilter. That's the only way. With Barista Express, if you warm up for 30 minutes, I mean, everything is, Group A is going to get nice and warm, and, it makes it a lot easier to use. So I mean, that's kind of like comes to usability, kind of like pros and cons. And also, the one thing I don't like about the Barista Pro, the back of tray, you're gonna see the toolbox, okay? Since they're using the thermojet, so whenever the three-way solenoid kicks in, everything is all wet. So you cannot put any kind of tools in here. I put the brush in, it's not a big deal. And I put this, but comes to you put like other basket, filter basket in it, it's gonna get wet all the time, so I'm not even using it. So they're kind of a little quirky, but there's something I don't like about it. But compared to Barista Express, I mean, I can actually use it, the tool tray, because it doesn't get wet, okay? Yes, which means using the thermal block, so it's not as powerful. But, you know, still you can utilize the entire space, okay? I like to using the toolbox, but so comes to other, I have to give check mark to, hold on, Barista Express. All right, so based on that, I mean, Barista Pro is, I mean, overwhelmingly kind of like easier to use for sure than Barista Express. So, boy. So let's talk about who needs Barista Pro. Okay, so if someone in a hurry all the time, you want something really easy to get into espresso and latte in the morning, I definitely go with Barista Pro. Okay, and if you want to save some money, but if you want to have a good coffee in the morning, good espresso, you don't want to you don't want to spend too much money, I think I go with the Barista Express. But here's the thing, okay? The price difference is only $100 difference right now. And during the holidays, I saw Barista Express went down to $5.99. And which means it's about $200 difference there. With the $200 difference, I think I buy the Barista Express, but it's only $100 difference. I think I go with the Pro. Okay, I think I go with the Pro. But something about Barista Express though, I mean, I really like the look of it. The look of the, you know, kind of like very, you know, rugged look. Did I say rugged look? Yeah. Comes to Barista Pro is very slick design. But there's 7 different styles though, 7 different colors and different styles. So, I mean, it's all dependent on fit into your decor in your house. But with the Barista Express, obviously you have stainless steel and then black. That's it. So I wanted to have a red. I'm not sure, but I think so far, I think they have 2 colors on their website, black and stainless steel. So, I mean, what do you guys think? Okay, you guys prefer Pro or Barista Express?
Dane says Pro.
Dane say Pro. Okay. You know what? Let's do some milk. Okay, so let's steam some milk. Yeah. So let's find out which one.
Gavin says Pro. Linda says Express. Dylan says Express.
Okay. So let's steam some milk.
Express has red ones.
Yep.
Andy Pro.
Okay, so a lot of Pro.
Matthew Express.
Okay, so let's steam some milk here.
Another Pro.
So I'm gonna time in how long it's gonna take to steam the milk on Barista Pro. Okay, hold on. Let's see. I need my timer going. I mean, we know Barista Express takes a while. Okay, we know Barista Express take a while. So let's do the test on Pro. Okay. Yeah. What?
Another Pro. Another Pro, a BBE.
Okay.
Yes.
So let's do some steaming. I'm going to just start it first because I like to wait about a couple seconds. Once pumps kicked in, I'm going to start the time. Okay. By the way, the Barista Pro has 4 whole tips and the Barista Express has only 1. I know this morning I got the Ian from Canada commenting on that. Is it possible to swap up the steam one, okay, from 1 to 4?
LL says I prefer whichever one you're doing.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so it's about 52 seconds, 53 seconds, and milk is ready. So just under a minute mark, okay? Just under a minute mark, milk is ready. And hold on a second here. I'm just gonna start the timer. So I mean, milk, again, the milk quality is really good. Okay, as you can see. You know what? I hate to waste that espresso, so I think I'm gonna make my wife some latte here. I know this is a little cold, but
The milk will warm it up, right?
yeah, milk is warming up. So let's do some little bit of latte art with like a couple minutes old espresso. But milk is hot, so it should be good. Okay. Yeah. Here we go, something like that. Looks pretty good. Do you have some caramel?
No.
Okay. So this is my wife's latte. But again, I have to give, I mean, if you guys are making a lot of milk-based drink at home, like we do at my house, the Pro is really good option because the steaming is really not, I don't want to say easier, but a lot faster. So just under a minute for this, okay? Just under a minute for Barista Pro. So let's steam some milk using Barista Express. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do one more time. I'm just gonna wash up my milk pitcher here. So what my plan is, I'm going to edit it out some of this video so you don't have to see me like, you know, cleaning or wasting, you know, I don't want to say waste time, but yeah, so I'm going to edit it out for you guys, so hopefully get you guys the better viewing experience. Okay, so all right. We're gonna do one more time. So I'm gonna do another 19 gram as well, just like last time. So I'm gonna make myself a fresh latte. Okay. Okay. There we go. I put about 19.3 grams, so hopefully we're gonna get about 19 gram out. Iodic setting as well. So by the way, so I did a video yesterday. Actually, we do video yesterday about the Barista Pro, and then I say don't call it Pro because, I mean, you think about it as a pro, which means professional. Okay, I mean that's what I'm think whenever I think of word Pro. By the way, so this Barista Pro is nothing pro about this. Okay, so this is really easy. I mean, it'd be nice to name like Barista Express Plus maybe, but yeah. Because I know also some of my viewers, I think Milo mentioned about, is that Milo? He mentioned about a lot of, some cafes are using 54 millimeter portafilter as well. So again, the reason why, I like 58 millimeter, because you have a lot of option in tools. You have a lot of option in tools, and also, you can get a better baskets, like precision baskets, and you have more options. I mean, that's why if you think of as pro, kind of commercial grade, you think of, most times you think of, 58 millimeter portafilter. But it's all up to you though. Okay, so let's do one more time. I'm just gonna flush out. You know what? Hold on. So now we are going to make some latte. So I need some cup. Okay. I'm just gonna heat up my cappuccino cup here. So tomorrow morning we are going to compare the Pro versus Rentrolio Servia. Okay, that's the with PID model. So it's gonna be another fun video. Okay. So let's do that one more time. Lock it in. I'm just going to do the same as last time. I'm going to do the 5-second pre-infusion. Okay, here we go. I mean, as you can see, the shot looks good. My pressures went up to about 1 o'clock range there. Man, I'm 2 for 2 today. It looks really good. No channeling. I'm not even using the WDT either, so. About 40 seconds. So which means my grinder size, I need to be a little coarser. Okay.
David asked, have you played around with steaming the milk first and then pulling the shot?
Oh yeah, I mean, Dave asked me about the steamed milk first, because I don't want to leave the milk stay too long. So, okay. So this time, hold on a second. We're gonna time it. Got my milk, my milk jug. I'm using the whole milk today, by the way. About the same size as last time. I'm just gonna start first.
He said not steaming the milk, but pouring in the milk cup, in the milk in the cup first, and then pulling the shot over the milk.
I got you. Okay, so okay. Okay, again, you just gotta wait. Now it's kicking. So once its pump is kicking, I like to stop. I'm gonna start the time. Submerge. So with Barista Pro, took us about what? Just under a minute. Now we are doing the Barista Express. Still going. So you got just under a minute versus Barista Express. We are reaching around minute and 10 seconds. Okay. Okay, we are there. minute and 20 seconds. So you got minute and 20 versus about just under a minute. So we are talking about 20-second difference. Okay, so let's do some latte art. Again, the milk is really nice as well. Here we go. Something like that. Okay, so comes to steaming, about what, 20-second difference. Try this cappuccino, more like small latte. Okay, it's good. Not particularly special, but it's good. Okay, I need some sugar in there. Anyway, so it comes to again steaming. I mean, overall experience better with Barista Pro if you're new to the machine. Okay. But something about Barista Express I really like gauge, okay, pressure gauge. Even though you can tell by the weight and time for your shot. Technically, you don't even need a gauge, but I really like the analog look of it. So it's all dependent on your style, okay, depend on what you like, and so that's why I really like looking at the gauge. When it comes to temperature stability, they're identical. They're both use the +2 and +4, so they're using the PID. Is that precise like the real PID? No, but they're close enough. And I mean, overall, the coffee quality I think is about the same there. I mean, as you guys saw, the nice even flow on bottomless portafilter. So, I mean, they both does fantastic job. And they obviously grinder has. You're gonna have a more micro adjustment on Barista Pro. So you got 30 different setting versus you got what, 16 different setting. But I mean, overall, if a price is only $100 difference, man, I go with the Pro. Okay, I go with the Pro. If a $200 difference, I have to really give some thoughts on that. But yeah, with the $100 difference there, I go with the Pro. So tomorrow is going to be fun because tomorrow I'm going to be compare that with the Pro versus eventually a Sylvia with the PID built in. So it's going to be fun. Questions? I'm waiting for.
Not really questions. There was one up here higher. Hang
on. I hope this video helps to help you decide which machine you guys going to get, okay? I mean, but if you're upgrading from Barista Express, if you have Barista Express, if you're upgrade to Barista Pro, I won't recommend it. That's not an upgrade. It's gonna make your life a lot easier, but comes to coffee quality, you're not gonna see the big difference there. You're able to see some difference in steaming, but what's 20 seconds? Okay, so it's not a big deal. So if you're upgrading from Barista Express, I won't recommend it. But if you're buying for the first time, only $100 difference, go with the Barista Pro.
So David Bermudez asked, why would the Pro use less bars than the Express when they both use the same portafilter size? Doesn't that affect extraction?
So Dave Bermuda asked about the bar pressure. Okay. The Barista Express, once you open the back, you can actually adjust it manually, but I'm not going to do that. I know a lot of you out there, some of you out there actually are playing with the bar pressure, but I'm not going to do it. But with Barista Pro, it seems like to me they fine-tuned it. Okay, I bet you there are complaints from consumers out there. Hey, Barista Express, too much bar pressure. And I bet you they make adjustment on Barista Pro. So they make some improvements. So bar pressure is a lot more stable on Barista Pro than Barista Express, for sure.
Let's see.
Let's see. I think.
Oh, do you change the water in the tank every day, or how often should one change it? If you
Someone
don't
someone
use salt
asked
water?
someone asked me how often I change. Oh, I go through a lot of coffee in the morning. So I make my wife, my boys drinks coffee. I drink coffee. So I mean, I go through water constantly. So yes, I always refill it. But if you are by yourself, if you don't use much, okay, and it's not gonna hurt the machine. Just lift the water in there. So yeah.
And I have the Breville Barista Express, and I was wondering if you ever had a delay from the steaming wand. It's been happening to me lately.
So delay in steaming one. Yeah, you know what it does on delay on steaming one on Barista Express, because I hope this is what you were asking, because if you started, it doesn't come out. You gotta wait a while because the thermal block needs to be heated up and then kicks in. So I'm still waiting right now, and now it kicks in. Yeah, now it kicks in. So it does delay. Obviously, Barista Pro, the delay is very, you know, it's really quick. Okay, matter of seconds. So I think that's definitely they made an improvement on this one. But again, I really like the thermal block aspects of it. Everything nice and warm. Actually, not hot, but it's definitely warm. A lot, so you can actually warm your cup as well. I really like about this one. But I mean, most people, you are going to make coffee in the morning and shut it down and go to work anyway. So again, something easy. Pro is way to go.
You have more questions. You mean you can limit the express max pressure?
So, there is a modification on Barista Express. You can check out on YouTube somewhere. Yeah, you could actually do it. But you know what? Personally, I don't like to. I mean, I don't like to modify it's called OPV, or overpressure valve on Barista Express. So, I mean, I won't recommend it.
You have to say the question.
What question?
Limiting the express max.
That's what my wife is asking me a question. Anyway, let's move on to the next one.
I usually go by the gauge to know the pressure is in the right range. How do I know it is using the Pro?
Okay, someone asking about the right range. You have to go by the time and shot, the weight of the shot. Okay, so I mean, if you are using 18 gram, so if you want to use a 1-to-2 ratio, so 36 gram there, and then you're gonna see the shot clock, shot timer. Kind of like you want to be between like 25 and 30-second range there. So make sure it tastes it. If it tastes good, so that is your ratio. Okay, and if it tastes sour or bitter, and then you are going to make adjustment based on that. So, I mean, again, the pressure gauge is just a guideline. Okay, is ultimately you have to go by your taste.
So someone else says, is the coffee from Barista Express hotter than the Pro? I have a Barista Pro and my mother has the Express. I find that the Express produces hotter coffee.
Okay, so Barista Express produce hotter coffee. The reason is everything's hot. Okay, even group pays get hot because they are thermal block and the radiant heat. So everything is hot in here. With Barista Pro, it's not. The thermal jet, the water temperature be hot, but comes to group, filter, portafilter, it doesn't get hot like Barista Express does. So it does make sense. So if you want to have if you want a really hot coffee, make sure do the blind shot for like 2 or 3 times, so that your portafilter get hotter. So that's what you want to do. So I mean, little work involved.
Justin says he enjoys the coffee beans best rest 2 to 3 days after roasting. Which do you find 7-day rest period better?
So Justin asking me about when's the good time to drink the freshly roasted coffee. I like to drink about anytime after 3 days. So 7 days is the optimal. After 7 days, 7 to like 14 days is really good. And I only roast about 8 ounces at a time, so it goes quick. So if I roasted a lot, I roast about once a week.
Another viewer says, how far can you change the temperature of the water on the Pro versus the Express?
So water temperature on Pro versus Express, you can go up to +4, okay, which means I think default temperature is around 200 degree. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. So you can go up to 204, okay. Okay, 204 from the group head. So not from the, let's say, portafilter. So that's different there. I mean, that's why my Rancheria Sylvia, I set at 225. Once you go through the, boiler, I'm hoping to get around 200. This is all. So I mean, tomorrow I'm going to show you guys how I do it. Okay. I'm going to take a few more questions.
Where will Hoon go next? From the Pro, or do you think you'll be happy with the Pro for the long term?
Okay, someone asking me, so where I go from here. So tomorrow I'm going to be comparing with Rancheria Sylvia. But comes to Barista Express and Barista Pro, I cannot keep both of them here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one machine to my shop, okay, my coffee studio, my shop. So I'm going to have my Lapaboni there, one of my Breville machine there, and then kind of, just spread out the love. But I do planning on getting heat exchanger or dual boiler machine sometime this year, so make sure you watch out for that.
Well, let's see.
Okay. My wife's going through some question from you guys.
Do you often use your self-roast coffee as Florian?
Florian asked me, how often I use my own roast coffee? Time to time, but lately I just got Flavia from a branded cafe sent me some beans, and I know Good Brother sent me some beans once in a while, so I have plenty of beans, so I've been playing with that as well. But this year I'm going to try out the real specialty coffee this year, so I'm planning on roasting some like geisha coffee and some really unique coffee, so share that with, because all about the coffee beans. If you have a decent coffee machines, Breville does decent job, actually pretty good job. But now we gotta find that beans that just kind of just calling your name. Okay, so that's what I want to find this year. So, and then hopefully I can find one of those beans that just amazing. Okay, I want to find the amazing coffee.
Let's see. Favorite coffee blend from the store?
Favorite coffee blend from store is, what? Surprisingly, the Starbucks, the Blondie roast is fantastic. Okay, that's surprisingly good. So if you're looking for something different, check out the Starbucks, the Blondie roast. Blondie roast is like their version of a light roast, but you know what? Personally, they're more like medium roast to me. So yeah, so definitely check out their Blondie roast. You guys are going to like it.
And how do you correct bean feeding issues?
How do you correct bean feeding issues? I don't know what that is, okay? Because I do single dosing at a time. So if you are using the Pro, I set at 20 seconds on the timer, and I just measure out 19 gram or 18 gram. I'm just feeding as single. So that's why I always use my scale.
So Matthew asks, I'm thinking of buying a decent grinder. I have the Breville Barista Express. What do you recommend?
Okay, so Matthew asked us, he wants to buy a decent grinder. The real question is how much money you want to spend though. Okay, if your budget is more than $500, but if you are planning on spending under $500, It's all depend on how much money you want to spend, Matthew. Because built-in grinder here, they're not bad, okay? Not bad at all. They're decent. So if you're looking for decent grinder, you already have it.
But if he wanted another one, what would you recommend?
I mean, if you want another one between like, $400 and $600 range, you got Barista is fantastic, okay? Barista is good. What else? We got obviously Niche is fantastic for single dosing. Eureka Specialita is good as well. And actually the Eureka Norte, okay, that's entry level. They're fantastic too. They are a really nice flatbread grinder. We got the Barista, we got a Sate 270 is also fantastic as well. So you have a lot of options.
Does the dual boiler really produce better coffee, or is it just faster?
It's a dual boiler produce better coffee. Good. So dual boiler uses, actually the dual boiler, any dual boiler, you can steam and brew at the same time. So you're gonna save yourself about what, minute or around minute or so, your time. So I mean, I know most people out there, most people has dual boiler. They don't use that as, they don't brew and steam at the same time. I know most of you out there has dual boiler. They pull the shot first and then steam the milk after. So unless you are working at the restaurant, the high-paced restaurant, in theory, you don't need to brew at the steam at the same time, unless your family members are waiting. I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of like little torn about. That's why I like the idea of having like heat exchange. Heat exchange is a little cheaper than dual boiler. So,
what machine that you own pulls the best shot consistently?
Consistent. Someone asked me which machine pulled the consistent shot. Eventually, Serbia pulls really good shot consistently. The reason is because my Rancheria Serbia, I can only use my niche grinder, so I match that with my niche.
Matthew, the one that asked about the grinder, and you said it depends on his price.
So Matthew, okay, Matthew.
It says under 500.
So Matthew wants to spend under $500 for the grinder. So your Barista, Barista Sate 270. Check out the Sate 270. And also Eureka line, Norte is also good. That's under 500 as well. Yeah, so yeah, check out the Eureka and Barista.
Is Rancheria Sylvia worth upgrading from Breville Barista Express because of the 9-bar?
Someone asking me about it. Is Rancheria Sylvia upgrading from Breville Barista Express? You know what? No, it's not upgrade. Okay, so Rancheria Sylvia is a good entry-level espresso machine for if you are serious about coffee. Okay, that's a really fantastic machine for that. But if you have a Breville Barista Express, upgrade to Rancheria Sylvia, it's not an upgrade. More like sideways, okay? More like side. So, because Sylvia does not have PID, okay? There's no PID. What else? Only thing going for that machine is the 58mm portafilter, and that one comes to steaming stinks. You have to brew it. You have to wait. The boiler temperatures go up to steaming temperature. So I'm going to show you tomorrow. So you guys are going to see. But yeah, if you are looking for upgrade to Rancheria Sylvia, don't. Did I say don't? It's up to you. Okay, it's all up to you. But if you're going to upgrade from Bravo, go with the dual boiler or heat exchange machine.
Somebody says, do you think the Rocket is a good upgrade?
So Rocket, like Apartamento, that's good upgrade. Yeah, definitely. Bravo to Rocket Apartamento is a really good upgrade because so it's about $1,700. It's a big jump, but yeah, definitely. That's a good upgrade. But again, it's not $1,700. If you're buying Rocket, you have to buy the decent grinder as well. So decent grinder costs you about $500. So now you're spending what, $700-800 on Bravo coffee machine. Now you upgrade you're looking at over 2,000. So if you're serious about coffee, that's investment. But if you want a good coffee every morning, just stick with what you have. I look like we got some more. I'm gonna take a couple more questions and I have to go to work. Okay, let's see what else. We got a lot of comments.
PID? Someone asked what is PID.
So someone asked me what is PID. I don't know the exact acronym for that, but the unit controls your temperature. Okay, so if you set at 200 degree, so the PID control on your boiler to control set that water temperature at around 200 degree. So yeah, that's kind of like the control unit.
And Justin asked, will you get the pressure gauge for your flare? It is the perfect hobbyist machine once you know what kind of pressure you're putting.
Okay, so Justin asking me about maybe I should get a pressure gauge on my flare. The flare is fun, okay, but if you're on a fun machine, Justin, go with the Lapaboni. Okay, Lapaboni is a lot easier. I mean, imagine flare with boiler. Okay, so that is Lapaboni. So, but for the price, flare, you cannot beat the flare. Because I tried various manual machine over the years. I think flare is the top of my list.
And how much did you spend with your niche?
How much spend my niche? So niche is, if you want to buy niche, just go to website. They're in the back order right now, so I think they're selling for $640. But with the shipping, you're looking at just over $700 there.
And what's your favorite espresso bean?
Someone asked me, what is my favorite espresso? I have not found that bean yet. Okay, so that is what I'm searching for right now. So I got some beans from Flavio, so I'm going to be trying that next few days. Maybe we should try that tomorrow morning, one of his beans. Yeah, so I have not found that amazing beans yet. If I found it, I'll let you know. This is gonna be a fun video.
Okay.
I think we are good, folks. Okay, yours fun? Okay, so again, if you're first time buyer, okay, if you're a first time buyer, I go with, based on the test we did this morning, you know, I'm lean toward to Breville Barista Pro, okay? And if you already have Barista Express, you want to upgrade to Pro, I kind of like, I want to recommend it because you're not getting much. Only thing you're not getting is the steaming and finer grinder setting. That's it, only two things. So I don't think it's worth $800 for that. I don't think it's worth $800. But again, if you are buying for the first time, I kind of lean toward to Pro. And yeah, I hope you guys like this video. Make sure you like it, okay? Just click like. And what else? Follow me on Instagram as well. And if you haven't subscribed my channel, please do so. Okay, I got a lot more content coming up. I got some fun unboxing coming up this weekend, hopefully. Okay, it's gonna be a lot of fun. And that's it. Have a wonderful day and see you guys tomorrow morning.